Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonzo Realonda, or popularly known as Dr. Jose Rizal, our national hero. Rizal was born in Calamba, Laguna on June 19, 1861. He was the seventh child of Francisco Ingracio Rizal Mercado y Alejandro and Theodora Alonzo Realonda Alejandro de Quintos, among 11 children. Jose was first educated by his mother. He learned the alphabet at the age of 3, and at the age of 8, he wrote his first Tagalog poem, Sa Aking Mga Kabata. It was during his time in the 19th century that our country, the Philippines, was struggling under Spanish colonial rule. During Rizal's time, the Philippines was a colony of Spain, governed by oppressive policies that favored the Spanish elite and marginalized the native population. The Catholic Church played a significant role in the society, acting as a tool of Spanish control and perpetuating socio-economic disparities. The country was divided into 3 social classes: the Peninsulares, who are the Spaniards that were born in Spain; the Insulares, who were the Spaniards born in the Philippines; and lastly, the Indios, who are the natives or Filipinos, who are also considered as the lower class.
Key events and milestone in Rizal's life. His mother taught him how to read and write. Later on, private tutors taught the young Rizal the Spanish and Latin languages before he was sent to a private school in Binyan, Laguna. In 1872, Rizal enrolled in Ateneo Municipal de Manila, where he excelled in academics and received numerous awards. He completed his Bachelor of Arts degree with highest honors in 1877. After completing his Bachelor of Arts in Ateneo in 1877, he enrolled in University of Santo Tomas to pursue a degree in medicine. Rizal faced discrimination and prejudice at UST. His experiences inspired him to advocate for Filipino rights and fight against Spanish colonial oppression. In 1882, Rizal traveled to Europe to continue his studies. He continued pursuing medicine at the Universidad Central de Madrid in Spain, where he obtained his degree in ophthalmology. Rizal went to Paris and Germany in order to specialize ophthalmology. When he is in Germany, Berlin, Rizal published his first novel, Noli Me Tangere. Rizal's second novel, El Filibusterismo, was published in 1891 in Ghent, Belgium, creation of La Liga Filipina. Rizal returned to the Philippines in 1892. He founded a non-violent reform society, the La Liga Filipina, in Manila. However, it was quickly suppressed by the Spanish authorities, leading to Rizal's exile to the Pitan. Rizal spent 4 years in the Pitan where he was exiled. In the Pitan, he established a school, conducted scientific research, and provided medical services to the community. He also developed a close relationship with Josephine Bracken, whom he later married. Arrest and trial. In 1896, Rizal was arrested and charged with rebellion, sedition, and conspiracy for his involvement in the Philippine Revolution. He was tried by a Spanish military court and eventually sentenced to death. Execution. On December 30, 1896, Rizal was executed by firing squad at Bagong Bayan in Manila. His death sparked outrage and fueled the Filipino struggle for independence.
Rizal's major literary works is the Noli Me Tangere and Il Filibusterismo. These books are very important in Filipino history because they show and make us aware of how hard life was for Filipinos before Spanish rule. In Noli Me Tangere, Rizal talks about how Spanish priests and government officials treated Filipinos unfairly. He uses characters like Crisostomo Ibarra and Maria Clara to show how hard life was for Filipinos before. In Il Filibusterismo, which is the second book, Rizal continues to talk about unfairness and fighting against it. The main character in this book that Rizal uses to portray is Simon. Simon represents the anger and frustration that many Filipinos felt towards the Spanish government. Rizal shows how corrupt leaders and friars are and makes the Filipinos suffer. Through Simon's actions, Rizal criticizes the bad behavior of those in power. These books are made for us Filipinos to be proud of our culture and make things better than before. Even now, people still view Rizal's writings as symbols of Filipino bravery and love for our country. In his novel, Rizal wants only reform, not revolution.
Rizal's impact on the Philippine literature and education is that Rizal's literary works have had a profound impact on the development of Philippine literature. Rizal's advocacy for education is also noteworthy. He believed that education was essential for the nation's progress and that it should be accessible to all Filipinos. In contemporary Philippine society, Rizal's legacy continues to be associated with advocacy for democracy, freedom, and justice. Rizal's influence on the Philippine national identity is that Rizal's image is ubiquitous in the Philippines, appearing on various forms of currency, monuments, parks, and public buildings. He is a symbol of Filipino national identity and pride. Rizal Day, celebrated annually on December 30, commemorates his life and contributions to the country. Various cultural and educational activities are held during this time to promote awareness of his legacy and its relevance to contemporary issues.
Rizal emphasized the importance of national identity and unity in his writings, advocating for Filipinos to embrace their culture and history. In today's context, this relates to ongoing discussions about cultural heritage, multiculturalism, and the forging of a cohesive national identity amidst diversity. Rizal criticized social injustices such as poverty, exploitation, and discrimination. His call for equality and justice resonates with modern struggles against income inequality, social exclusion, and human rights violation. Rizal believed in the power of education to uplift individuals and societies. Today, his ideas align with efforts to improve access to quality education, promote critical thinking, and empower marginalized communities through knowledge and skills development. Rizal's advocacy for universal human rights and opposition to colonial oppression resonate with modern calls for global solidarity, peace, and respect for human dignity across borders. In exploring these connections, one can analyze how Rizal's ideas continue to inspire and inform responses to pressing issues and challenges in today's world, highlighting both enduring principles and areas where progress is still needed.